Hi everyone, so today's lesson is going to be just a very quick revision lesson on multiplication and how we multiply large numbers. Previously in years 3 and 4 we used things like the grid method, which is where if we were to do a small number, so for example 325 times 7, you would do it like this. The issue with doing this with a number like we've got here, where it's 4-digit multiplied by 2-digit, is it's too much adding up at the end. So this is this is a good way because you're multiplying the actual digits. So for example, here 7 times 5, 35. Here 7 times 20. You're not doing 7 times 2. You could do 7 times 2 and multiply it by 10 to partition it. 7 times 3. 3 is 21. Multiply it by 100. 2000. 100. You then have to add up all of these individually. You can see that if you were to do that with another 5 numbers, there'd be so much room here for silly mistakes within the addition. So using this method here, it should be a lot quicker and hopefully get a lot fewer mistakes when we're working out as well. If you can think back to our first ever lesson study, this is what we did. So we did this and we did it step by step. So I did one on the board. Then we had 4 questions where the first thing we did was to lay it out. So you can see on the layout, I've kept the place value grid at the top just so you can see where the numbers lie in the place value grid. 3,789. If you've got squared paper, really, really important to make sure that all of the squares are going down. So all of we're still using our columns, we're still putting them in the right places. Because when it comes to adding, particularly when we're going to have to do a column addition down here, it's really important that they are in the right columns. Okay, so when we're laying it out, we've got a largest number on top, smallest number on the bottom. Doesn't have to be that way with this, as long as you know which way you're going to multiply it by. Okay. When we did this, a lot of people get confused whether it's times it by 5, multiply it by 4, what we're doing. So what I've done here is I've partitioned the 45 into 5 and 40. Okay. First step, as always, we know that 40, we're multiplying a number by 10. Okay, it's the same as if I want to do 9 times 40, it's the same as 9 times 4 multiplied by 10. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a 0 in here in my ones column, because I know that if I do this number here times 4, if I put the 0 in here, it's the same as this number multiplied by 40. Okay, so now we're going to go through step by step how we need to solve it. The first thing we need to do is multiply this number here by 5, and we're always going to start with the ones first and then move up the digits. So 5 times 4, 5 times 9, 5 times 4. 5 times 9 is 45. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a 4 here in the circle at the bottom, because I know that my next number I need to add 4 tens because I've carried over 4 tens. Okay, next one, 5 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40. Add 4 gives me 44. I'm going to go and put that 4 in the circle just so I know that that's not my answer, it's what I'm carrying. 7 times 5, 35, add 4, gives me 39, and 5 times 3, 5 multiplied by 3, 3 lots of 5, 5 lots of 3, 15, add 3, gives me 18. So my total for 5 multiplied by 3,789, or 3,789 multiplied by 5, is 18,945. Okay. Now what I need to do is work out 40 times by this. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my 0 in here. I'm going to start with everything up 1. This is where it can be confusing. You might want to tick off the numbers as you're doing it. I might show you, I might just give a little tick as I'm doing it so I know which ones I've done, because it's quite easy to, if I know that I'm on this, if I've filled in this column, just go straight into 8 times 4 and skip the 9, for example. So I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I use all of my numbers when I'm multiplying. 9 times 4, give my 9 tick. 9 lots of 4 is 36. Again, I'm just going to do the same, put 3 here. Now I'm on 4. I might give that a tick to say that I've already done it, because I'm again getting a bit confused which numbers I need to do. I'm on my 40s, so 40 times 8, 4 times 8. To double it again. We taught you that on the multiplication rule we did the other day. So 8, double it, 16, double it, 32. Add 5, add 3, gives you 35. Put that comma in here. Done that. 4 multiplied by 7. 7, double it, 14, double it again, 28. Add the 3, gives me 31. And now I am on my 3 multiplied by 4, 3, double it, 6, double it again, 12. 12 add 3 is 15. Okay. In this situation, regardless of what this number is here, even if it's a 1, this number here at the bottom should always be larger than the number at the top, because if I'm multiplying the same number by 40, it has to be bigger than if I'm multiplying it by 5. If it's smaller, or if it looks like it could be about the same, then maybe I might have forgotten to multiply it by the 10. Okay, that is my next step. After that, I need to add all my digits together. Okay, 5 add 0, 5, 4 add 6, 10, 9 add 1 is 10, add 5 is 15, 8 add 1 is 9, add another 1 is 10, 1 add 5 is 6, add another is 7, so my answer would be 170,505. Okay, so your job now is to roll a dice or generate some numbers. You might decide to do 3 digits multiplied by 1 digit. You might want to decide to do 4 digits times 2 like I have here, 4 digits times 1, 3 digits times 2, whatever you're feeling confident to do. Roll the digits and multiply your numbers. If you find times tables quite difficult, then you might want to change numbers. So I chose 4 and 5 because they're quite easy numbers to multiply. Any times table that you already know. So you should know your 1s, 1s, 2s, 5s, maybe 3s, 4s, 6s, 9s. Make sure you use those numbers for these digits. If you were to do an 87 here, it would be a lot harder because you need to know 8 times tables, 7 times tables. If you want to challenge yourself as well, try these hard numbers, but make sure you've got a copy of a times table sheet with all of the answers on, just to check. Not to use to cheat, because we don't cheat. Try to figure out yourself, check the answer, is it the same? If not, okay, I know that for next time. Because again, it's learning those timetables that's really, really important. So that's my video for today, and hopefully that helps. Hopefully it helps a little bit with your multiplication skills, and yeah, have a bit of fun practicing.